Hi everyone, it's Miss Dragonfly back again, here to bring you another segment on love, relationships and life. Now that I have shown you how the very first thing you need for a forever relationship is to be able to get along naturally as you are. Now the second thing the second crucial point that you need to match up on is having mutual values. Now the more important values to cover are those that actually don't come up in the initial stages, and they're very important as they are also one of the major causes of divorce, and that is money and family. Money, money, money. It is said that money is the root of all evil. And certainly it's not something people want to think about or deal with when they're dating. After all, isn't the old adage that says love conquers all? That nothing else matters except love, and if you love each other enough, you do anything for each other. And so that shouldn't matter at all, should it? It's not important. Well, the fact is that money is very important. And it is a major cause. It is so important. It is a major cause of divorce. And that is why whenever you look at the statistics or any study on over what are the reasons why people get divorced, and money is always right up there. So, because that is one of the major causes, it is something we have to deal with. We cannot ignore or sweep under the carpet. Now I know what you're thinking. It shouldn't be a factor when if you want to marry someone, but the reality is that it is. So, if we're able to eliminate incompatibility in this area and deal with this issue, then a whole host of problems have just been averted. A lot is made over opposites attract. However, opposites regarding the handling of money never works. For if you've got one partner that is the spender and one partner that is frugal, then that is going to be the source of explosive arguments and confrontations and heartache later on. Now, it would be unfair on the more frugal person to be foregoing expenditure on themselves, and on the other hand, the spender not just spends their share of the money, but also the part that the frugal partner has foregone as well. So generally, this is an indication that the spender is more short-sighted and the frugal person is more long-sighted and thinks and plans over the long term. Now, over time, for the more frugal person, they're being frugal and they're seeing their partner spending willy-nilly, how do you think they would feel? Resentment? Anger? Being taken advantage of and for a ride? However, on the other hand, if you're a spender and your partner is frugal, or at least very frugal according to you, then you would find this very suffocating. And so how are you going to be able to handle this over the long term? Handle this and live with it over the long term. Imagine you see something you really want, but then you realize you're going to have another argument with him over buying it. And so reluctantly, you put it back, even though it's something you really want. And for you, this is really suffering. You need to be on the same page with regarding money. So if you're both frugal, you are going to admire each other for it. I mean, your partner admires you for your frugalness, and you in turn also admire your partner for that very quality. And it's a case of, honey, I didn't think you could get the door replaced for that price. Your fantastic. Now, if you're both spenders, then neither of you would be yelling at the other for indulging. You understand each other thoroughly because you both have the same hobby. So it'd be the case like, honey, that Chanel handbag was even better than the one you got for me last time. You're fantastic. Now, for those that are still doubting, I mean, it's pretty clear that during times of recession or financial stress, such as like the last GFC, divorce rates go up. And so it's likely when you hear of some high-flying businessman or big billionaire tycoon whose business has gone bust, then usually his marriage also follows not long afterwards. Now, why is this? Well, it's pretty simple. When you are under any type of stress, particularly financial stress, it affects your marriage. And why does it affect your marriage? Because it affects you. You're also already stressed and tense, and so you're likely to be more snappy with those around you and with everything. Things are more likely to trigger reaction from you, and you're likely to snap. And also things that normally would not trigger an argument would be triggering an argument with you during that time. Also, when you're under a lot of stress, then a lot of hurtful words can be said in the heat of the moment and strain, and then that leads to arguments, and that puts enormous pressure on the marriage or the relationship, and then something would give and the marriage suffers, and then more than likely you'll break up afterwards. On the other hand, when things are going well and you're not under all that stress and all that financial stress and money's coming in, then you tend to always be in a good mood, don't you? Good mood and cheerful. Agreed? Now, and when you're in a happy mood, you also tend to be in a happy mood with the people around you. And one, you are very pleasant to be around, and so no problems there. And also, when you're doing well, you tend to be more generous with those around you because you can afford it. You would, splash out in gifts for your partner, book a holiday for two with your partner to go away, so your partner would be happy with you, wouldn't it? That nurtures the relationships and keeps it going because you're happy. So you treat you're pleasant to be around, and you treat the people around you nicely because of that, and so they are going to be happy with you. Because of that, your partner would feel loved and appreciated by you. The other thing is, you're also more unlikely to be irritated by all those little things that normally you would. Just imagine you had a great day, you just received a promotion, you came home, the cat peed on the carpet. You're less likely to be overly concerned because it's in such a happy mood. On the other hand, if you've just had an argument at work and you came home and then you find that the cat has peed on the carpet, you are likely to be even more pissed because, oh, this is another thing you probably just explode. Money supports the marriage, and because it takes the pressure off you, it also takes pressure off the marriage or the relationship. And that in turn supports it. So there you can see the equation. Money does matter in a relationship, and especially marriage. The less financial stress equals less arguments. Less arguments equal a more happy relationship. Oh, and one other thing. No matter how hard one partner works to bring the money in, if the other one wastes it, they will get nowhere. To illustrate, just think of a pocket. Now this represents your pocket, and there's a big hole in the pocket. So, no matter how much money you pour in, it is never going to be full, because there is a big hole in the pocket that keeps leaking money out. And so how would you feel about you working very hard to bring the money in and your partner spends it willy-nilly? That's all we have for this week. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with all your friends. Now, next week, we are going to cover the next value, what the next value is that you need to match on. Do you remember what it is? You can leave your suggestions down in the comments section or on my Facebook page. And in the meantime, if you'd like to cheat, you can read ahead by getting my book and reading ahead. Okay, and in the meantime, if there's anything you'd like to talk to me about, whether it's about your own relationship or you'd like some relationship coaching, life coaching, or a life reading, then you can book a session with me through my website, and I will get in touch with you and arrange a time to conduct it through Skype. Okay, and remember, I will be uploading my videos every Thursdays in the Asia Pacific and Wednesdays everywhere else. So until next time, bye for now.